Righteous leadership and national transformation, a reflection of Isaiah 32, verse 1 to 6 for Nigeria's election season. Isaiah 32, verse 1 to 6 presents one of the clearest biblical portraits of righteous leadership. Judah was surrounded by political uncertainty and corrupt leadership. The prophet Isaiah looked beyond the failures of his generation and envisioned a kingdom governed by justice and righteousness. Although his oracle was messianic in nature, however, his message remains remarkably relevant to Nigeria, especially during every election season, when citizens are entrusted with the responsibility of choosing who will govern them. The passage opens with a powerful declaration: "Behold, a king will reign in righteousness, and princes will rule with justice." This verse establishes the biblical foundation for leadership. The legitimacy of leadership is not measured merely by electoral victory, popularity, ethnicity, political party, or religious affiliation. Rather, Scripture evaluates leadership by righteousness and justice. A righteous leader governs according to moral integrity, truth, and the fear of God. Justice ensures fairness, protects the vulnerable, and holds everyone accountable. For Nigeria, this is an important reminder that elections are not simply political exercise, they are moral responsibility. Hence, every vote is an opportunity to promote justice or perpetuate injustice. Citizens therefore bear a sacred responsibility to elect leaders whose lives demonstrate integrity rather than empty promises. Isaiah continues by describing the impact of righteous leadership. Leadership exists to serve and protect people. A godly leader provides security instead of fear, hope instead of despair, and stability instead of confusion. Nigeria today longs for such leadership. Citizens desire leaders who protect lives, strengthen institutions, and create opportunities for employment, improve education, secure communities, and manage public resources faithfully. Isaiah reminds us that when leadership is righteous, society experiences refreshment instead of exhaustion. Good leadership enlightens society. Truth becomes clearer, wisdom increases, and people are empowered to make sound decisions. However, in another way, corrupt leadership thrives on ignorance, misinformation, manipulation, and deception. Righteous leaders encourages transparency, accountability, and informed citizenship. The strongest warning appear in verse 5 and 6, which says, and I quote, "The fool will no longer be called noble, nor the scoundrel be highly respected." Isaiah condemns a society that celebrates corrupt people as heroes, corrupt leaders as heroes, when wicked individuals receive honors while honest people are marginalized. The moral foundation of the nation collapses. Election therefore becomes a moment of moral discernment. Citizens must refuse to glorify politicians whose record reveal corruption, violence, dishonesty, or exploitation simply because they offer temporary benefits or belong to a preferred ethnic or religious group. Bad leadership is not merely administrative incompetence, it is a moral failure that harms society. It neglects the poor, exploits the weak, institutionalizes corruption, and places selfish ambition above the common good. Such leaders create systems where injustice becomes normal and public resources benefit only a few. The message of Isaiah chapter 32 therefore challenges both leaders and voters. Leaders are called to govern with righteousness, justice, humility, and compassion. And on the other hand, voters are called to exercise wisdom, reject corruption, resist vote buying, and evaluate candidates by character rather than campaign rhetorics. As Nigeria approaches future election, Christians should remember that voting is an act of stewardship. It should be guided by prayer, biblical conviction, informed judgment, and concern for the common good. The church must also continue to disciple believers so that they become citizens who value truth, justice, accountability, and integrity. The future of any nation is closely connected to the quality of its leadership. Isaiah's vision reminds us that national information transformation begins when righteous people occupy positions of authority and when citizens choose leaders whose character reflects justice rather than selfish ambition. The prayer of every Nigerian should therefore be that God will raise leaders who fear Him, love justice, defend the weak, reject corruption, and serve the people with integrity. Such leadership brings peace, stability, and flourishing to the nation, fulfilling the vision Isaiah proclaimed century ago. A king will reign in righteousness, and rulers will rule with justice. This is Truth for Real Life by Nehemiah.